Yo, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmaker. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But I got Coach coming on, Coach Bug. Now I set some out there where I said I talked about the Cam situation. I went over his video, and Coach ended up reaching out to me, and he said, "Hey, man, that's not how it went down." So Coach wanted to tell his side of the story and what actually transpired. He also said that he got a video. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but I gave the platform to where I talked about it, and I'm gonna give a platform for anybody to basically disprove whether something was true or not. So, I had Coach come on, you know what I'm saying, give his side of the story. And matter of fact, he here right now. So let me go ahead. Hey, Coach, what's good?
Hey, what up? What up? What up, man? How you feeling? Got some
All
little
right.
hardware for you,
I
baby.
can't hear you. Let me double check. Let me make sure everything's straight, man. Cause I want to make sure I can hear you.
What about now? You good?
All right. Let me see. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? What about now?
Yeah.
It said it connected.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay, what's up? What up? What up?
What happened? You just went back out.
Nah. It probably just did that because I wasn't talking.
Hey, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me.
I can hear you though.
'Cause for some reason I can't hear Coach.
It definitely showed that it was hearing. Can you hear me
All
now?
right, 1 second. Hey, if y'all can, somebody leave a comment in the comment section and let me know if y'all can hear me. Cause I can't hear Coach.
I can hear you though.
Let me see. All right, can you hear me now, Coach?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you.
I can hear you. I don't know why.
It's
Can you
crazy.
hear me now?
Every time you try to be great, man. Some always. I got you up.
Let's see.
Okay, now I can hear you now. I can hear you
All
now.
right, you can hear me.
Yeah, I
All right.
had the earphones super low. So
Oh, all right, for sure,
yeah.
for sure. What
But
it do,
anyway,
man?
man, I ended up going live, and I was talking about a clip that I seen from Cam, and I was talking about the coach, like, man, if this is how it went down, man, you know what I'm saying? It's the problem with youth football and not knowing who I was talking about, right? And so, I end up getting, reached out as a man to me, you know what I'm saying, telling me, like, look, bro, that's not how it happened,
Yeah.
go ahead and introduce yourself to those who don't know. We're gonna kind of go ahead and get into it, and we're gonna dispel, whatever um false information that was out there.
Oh yeah, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? I'm Coach Bugs, man. I coach the 11U Nightmare Boys, G and YFL, 11U champions, 10U AYFL champions, Nightmare Boys. We out of Ellenwood, Georgia. I've been coaching for roughly about, I give myself about 9, 10 years now. So I mean, I consider myself a newly pioneer of the game. So you know what I'm saying. For everybody that don't know me, I'm Coach Buzz for the Nightmare Boys, 11U.
Dope. All right, coach. So, um, when you end up hearing the information that I was talking about, the podcast and stuff, you was actually informed by other individuals, right? And so when you heard it, what did you feel was accurate, inaccurate? What you feel like, um, that needs to be kind of corrected, far as for that conversation that was or the statement that was made.
All right, when I first heard it, man, I heard it from I had got a call from my partner J Penn over there at J Penn TV. For all y'all that don't know, that's he's another youth advocate for youth sports, man. He had gave me a call and he was like, man, Buzz, man, I really feel like that, this is a dart at you, bro, and I ain't feeling that. So I hadn't seen it. I didn't see it live. I didn't see none of that. And when I went back and looked at it, it was just like, whoa, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so much that was said that was just incorrect, man. And I just was like, hey man, I'm not gonna sit up here and let them, throw that out there about me, you know what I'm saying, my family, my wife, everything like that. Not, not at all, man. I'm just not that kind of person, man.
All right, so do you feel like explaining somewhat of the detail? Because he did state that there was a situation, and then she was pretty much interfering with grown man conversation, as he would say, and I guess you were saying that it didn't go down the way that he was saying, and that um, it basically the situation on your behalf was more controlled than what he led it on to be.
Correct. And that was actually the if you check your email, that was actually the video I sent you. Okay, so when we first signed up for Cam Newton's event, you know, and mind you that I spoke with you even after this event about how C1N was ran, and I never spoke negative about that one time, correct? Ken, I'm asking you that. Ken, I think you froze on me.
Um, okay, let me see. All right, go
Yeah,
ahead,
got
coach.
me. Nah, I mean, I just reaching out. I was on another platform with you, and you asked me how was the C1N um tournament, and I never spoke bad about
That's
that. Correct,
facts.
Ken? I never spoke bad about it. I actually spoke highly about it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate anytime someone from the league comes out and they try to support youth. I'm always an advocate on supporting them. So I decided to sign my kids up for the Cam Newton C1N. So when we get down there, we was down there on time. We certified on time, and there was no brackets. There was no, consolation bracket. It was nothing like that. It was basically you receive a text message and they tell you who you play. So we had several different text messages where, hey, you might play this team, you might play that team. So we ended up playing DEA out of Texas, who was also in the YNC before they came up to C1N. So out of nowhere, we was called and said, "Hey, y'all got to play DEA," and we was like, "Damn, I thought DEA was in YNC." They're like, "Oh, they're gonna do both of them," and they only people nobody want to play them. Now I'm a coach, man. The way I coach football might not be like everybody else. If the kid is 11 years old, man, we lining up, man. That's just how it works, man. It's only gonna help you. You got a long way before you get into the goal that you're trying to reach. So I don't run from teams because I'm afraid to lose. No, I go face that adversity because I'm preparing them to be better. So I've played top tier teams without feeling like, hey, oh, I'm gonna lose this game and it's gonna mess me up. No, I play the game and I look at what I'm lacking and I go back to practice and I try to get those boys better. So when we came down there, nobody wanted to play DEA off the dribble. We played them. That was our first game. We did not win that game. But when we signed up for this event, we was told, hey, you're gonna get 2 games guaranteed. So the next game, the other team, this is what I was told. They just dropped out of the tournament. we wasn't told about this, so we came down and prepared to play another game, and all of a sudden the team never showed. So we were told that, hey, we're gonna let y'all play whoever lose out of West Orlando Jags and DA. That's who y'all gonna play for y'all second game. We stayed around. West Orlando took the loss, and I knew West Orlando probably wasn't gonna be in a mood to play because they had lost the game. So I just was like, hey, we're not gonna play y'all. I can kind of I'm feeding off of the energy. Let's just get up out of here. Now when we leave, my parents who actually paid their money to watch their kid, they said, hey, this is not fair. I definitely feel like we deserve a refund for admission because they stayed and we was on another field and they was on the other side of the field. They wasn't on the main field, we was on field two. And they was waiting over there in the bleachers to watch us play the second game. There was no second game. The coach from the team that backed out said, hey, we told them that we wasn't coming back yesterday. We told them that it was too competitive and they should have told y'all this. So I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And I asked Cam Newton, like, hey man, do you not feel like it's fair to refund my parents because they paid admission to watch their kid play and we had no game? He was upset. He was like, nah, that's not my fault. I'm not doing it. But he eventually refunded them. That's why I never spoke bad about it. And during the conversation, my wife, she intervened in and she was like, man, it's some bullshit. She was upset. And I immediately told her, like, hey, I'm talking to him. I got this under control. And he went, see, that's my wife would never say nothing like that. And I was just like, hey man, we can lay off of the conversations about the wife and get back to the business. We don't need to keep going into that. I already corrected that. And we should be able as men to just let that go. And you as a celebrity, you've heard a million things said to you before that little, comment shouldn't affect you so much where you just feel like you have to go on a platform and continue to speak about it. So when he decided to take it to the next platform, me, I took myself out of coach mode and I put myself in husband and father mode because he spoke so negative about me as being a husband and being a father that I had to remove myself as a coach and put myself in his as a man and say, hey, listen, man, you don't know me as a father. You don't know me as a husband. You don't know me at all to speak on me like that. And I just did not appreciate that, man, coming from somebody who I was just coming out to support, man. So when I seen it on your platform, being that me and you had just been on live, and I never said one bad thing about C1N, and then to turn around and see that, I was disgusted, man. I was like, I couldn't believe he had
Yeah,
did that.
so when I actually was on live with you, and so once we talked about it, and then you're right, I did ask you, and so when I went on and said all these things, right, kind of, because to be honest, I was actually on his side because if it happened like that, damn, I'm totally agreeing with what Cam is saying. Okay, I'm like, okay, yeah, this year it has been a lot of foolery. Been too many teams pulling out. It's been too many parents acting up, cussing out people, right? So I'm like, okay, damn, this is another one of those situations. But once I got the call from you, I'm like, hold on, I'm a little mind boggled right now because when we was on that live, you was like, hey, I'm going to go to Cam event again, but the thing is, I did expect 2 games, only got one, but I am gonna go again. I had fun, and you said a lot of good things about it. And so when he said that, and it was you, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little like, okay, all right. It is like I don't
Yeah.
know what happened, how it ended up coming about. But then I will ask this question: if he said that you guys asked for your money back after being there for about 2 hours. So you watched the games and stuff that you wanted to, and then that's when you then later on you ask for your money back after basically coming in and watching the events and stuff like that. Then when it was come time to leave, then you ask for your money back. That's how it came off.
Yeah, that was a narrative that he decided to paint so it can look better on him. We was there. All the coaches was inside of the. How you go to a game, man. The coaches got to get the boys warmed up on the field. We was actually on field too. So we was on field too, and we was looking for the other team. So one of Cam's, one of his the guys that worked for Cam, he was on the phone with him. He was on the phone with the head coach. The head coach said, "Oh, my assistant coach is gonna bring him to the game." Now, Cam employee said, "Man, I don't know, man. I think he lying." I said, "Well, man, we only can go off his word because he a man. You know what I'm saying? If he say assistant coach is coming, man, let's just take his word. Like, he has no reason to lie to you. Let's just take his word." So he said, "Yeah, I think he lying." So I said, "All right, well, we'll just wait it out because why would we leave right now if he say that the assistant coach is coming?" So we didn't stay and watch any games. We stayed over there waiting on field two for the other team to come. When the other team didn't show, me and Cam's employee, we was like, "Hey, let's just try to see if whoever lose out of this DEA West Orlando Jag game, are they willing to play?" DEA and West Orlando Jag both agreed. They said, "All right, we'll play. We'll play y'all." You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DEA, shout out to West Orlando Jags. But I don't think West Orlando Jags was expecting DEA to be so powerful. And it kind of threw them off a little bit. And they was like, they was ready to go, man. So with that being, when West Orlando Jazz, the kids was upset. You know how it go after a tough loss at the championship, man. Kids crying. They not trying to play another game, man. They wanted to win. So they left. And I took it like, hey, man, that's not gonna work, man. The best thing to do at this point, man, is just get those parents that paid the admission fee, they money, the admission fee back. We didn't ask for like no money. It was the admission fee. Cause some parents, they wasn't watching the other game. They had just flew in that morning to watch their kid play. So they really did. They didn't. Some of these parents don't even know who DEA and West Orlando Jags is.
Yeah.
They flew in, just they flew in to watch little Johnny play. You know what I'm saying? That's their baby. That's who they came to watch. They can care less about another team. So it wasn't where, oh yeah, man, they stayed around and they just watched games. No, we didn't watch any games, man. We was waiting to see who won out of DEA and West Orlando to see if they was gonna play. They decided that they wasn't gonna play because the boys had, they took a loss and they left. We left right behind them after that game. Everybody walked out together, and I told his employee, "Hey, listen, man, my parents is upset about not getting that game. I think the best thing that we can do to keep it, settled is to just refund them their admission fee, man. Like, I'll deal with the fact that we didn't have a second game. It wasn't a consolation game because it wasn't a bracket. It was never a bracket. For anybody who paid attention to the C1N, it was never any brackets put up.
So now after all that, right? Do you see yourself going back there, or is this something that you trying to iron out? You know what I'm
I mean, me personally, man, I'm not one to hold grudges, man. I'm not that kind of person, man. I feel like a conversation needs to be had where, hey man, you took it a step further because we had just had that conversation, bro, as men right down there in Florida, and I thought we was good. But then it obviously was eating you up because you went right back to another platform and you disrespected my wife, you disrespected my kids, you disrespected my family. And it's just like, bro, we talking about little league football, and you sitting up here telling me like how you judge a man. I don't judge anyone because I'm not God. I don't know what anybody does outside of whatever this little league football world is. I don't know how you take care of your kids. I don't know your relationship with your wife. I don't know that stuff. So I don't go out here and I don't go passing judgment on nobody, man. I just try my best to be the best version of myself, the best husband, the best father I can be, man. So watching his interview, I was disappointed. I was just like, damn, man, we just talked about it. And again, me and you was on the live right after that, and I never disrespected the event, not one time. And you can
Hmm.
vouch for that,
Well,
correct?
actually, before that, because I played it the other day, and we was on the live way before that, after the event. So yeah, man, I get it, but the only part where it was like to me kind of hit home. This is somebody of influence. This is somebody that also agreed
Facts.
to come onto this platform. So it ain't no knock. My whole thing is I let it be known right on this platform. So I have to allow this gentleman to basically say what happened, you know what I'm saying, on his behalf as well. Because I already played what Cam said, and yeah, I think it's only right, you know what I'm saying, for you guys to hear what this gentleman had to say. Because if I if I showed it on my platform, it must be corrected on this platform. So, hopefully Cam will still do the interview on here. If not, that's cool too, But like, I'm not gonna lie on no man. I'm not going to allow that to be the case. What I am going to do is I'm going to allow both parties to speak their piece. You feel what I'm saying? So we already heard Cam, and they know, man. I was like, man, damn, these coaches messing it up, for the kids. They doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna always feel. The sentiment that I have is still the same. But at the end of the
Facts.
day, you feel what I'm saying? When a person reaches out and be like, "Hey, bro, nah, that's not how it went." All right, you know what? I did it on my platform. Come on, man. Let's iron it out on the platform. You feel what I'm saying? So
Facts.
one of the other things that he kind of said that I felt probably hurt, youth football slightly in the way, is when he stated that this is why influencers don't come back. So when he talked about it and then painted that picture, now it might deter other people who was also planning to move the same way he was moving. But what you say to that?
I mean, I definitely heard that, but luckily the whole entire conversation was recorded. So it's like, this is the era that we live in. I didn't record it, but I have a parent who recorded the whole entire conversation, and I watched it several times because I was like, hey man, let me go back and self-check myself to make sure I'm not a part of that where coaches is running influencers away. And I didn't see that. Even the situation that he said about, my wife dived in the conversation. He was talking to all adults. We made all the kids leave respectfully, and he was talking to adults, and it seemed like, you know, when he heard a female saying it struck a nerve. It just so happened that it was my wife. Like, oh man, like, oh, respectfully, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a man, and I told him respectfully, that's my wife, bro. Like, let's keep the conversation between us. And you'll see in the video when you check your email, man. I immediately told my wife to immediately stop because that's something that we always discuss, man. You never want a female to dive in a male conversation because you don't know which direction that'll go. And she knows that. And we had a conversation about that afterwards. I thought we was good because Cam apologized, bro. But I obviously it still was bothering him. So I just didn't want to be the coach that, oh man, these coaches out here making people that done made it to the level of success not want to come back and give to the community, oh, this is ghetto, this is hood. No, this is nothing like that, bro. Like, at all. Ken, I know you said your internet was messing up earlier. You still there?
All right, hey,
Yes.
man, this thing
I know you
tripping.
told me earlier internet was
Yeah, bro. I
tough,
told you
man.
my like yesterday it wouldn't even let me on. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So the whole thing is this, bro. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely needed to iron this stuff out. Hopefully, like I say, I'm looking more for resolution, right? He said
Facts.
they said they can't see you. Hold on. Let me double check. All right, can you see him now, Blur? But but Bruce did say he said so that's not really Cam's fault if he felt like y'all didn't get 2 games, but at the same time, if that was something promised to you, in a way in a way it was. So I understand it.
And on that note, listen, I agree with that. That's not Cam's fault. Now, on another note, is Cam went out here and he extended help for teams. And this is where I'm on Cam's side. Hey, you take the okay, Cam cut a traveling fee expense for everybody to come. Man, you supposed to be a man and stand on, hey man, I don't care what happened. I'm gonna be there both games.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I feel like Cam, you might should have directed that energy to that other team because hell, I lost that first game too. I still made my team get up and come show up because that's what I told Cam I was gonna do.
So all right, so some of the other stuff. So do you feel like it was the way that things were going, it caused a lot of frustration on both parties, or do you feel like there was something else that could have happened to avoid it or prevent that type of altercation, or do you feel like it was just inevitable?
I felt like, okay, this is the weirdest part of this whole thing, right? The coach from the other team was there at the event. After they lost, he came back to the event. When we bumped into him at the event, this was kind of where things got shaky. He told me, man, we told them Thursday that we wasn't playing. So that to me, I'm like, if now I don't know who could be lying in that situation, but if this coach is there and he's saying, and this is just me being a coach, he said, man, I don't believe that. We told them that this was too much competition for us. We gonna just back out of the whole tournament.
Bruce said he says, but coach said he didn't play the second game because he didn't think they wanted to play, right?
Is he talking about the team that backed
Yeah, I
out?
think he's talking about that. I think he's trying to get somewhere with it. This is somebody that's usually on here, but I guess he's just trying to get
No, no, it's
understanding.
cool.
Um,
Because I'm trying to get the same understanding. All right.
Straight was good.
If you are paid to be somewhere, you need to be where you supposed to be.
Facts.
Correct? That's all I'm saying. If Cam Newton helped your team come to an event out of respect for what he did for you, you should play both of those games.
So let me ask you a question.
That's all I'm
All
saying.
right, so I'm hearing about DA Nightmare Boys and DA Nightmare Boys and West Orlando Jacks. What were the other teams that was there, and why those games wasn't played?
Um, it was Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach Tigers. They played West Orlando the
Okay.
first game. And West Orlando won, and they're the team that didn't show up for the second game.
So you had 4 teams, and 2 of the teams end up leaving.
Well, just one of them, Cocoa Beach, left. out the
Yeah, but
tournament.
what I'm saying is if he was trying to make the one with West Orlando Jag, both of the teams, whether win, lose, or draw, they had to stay to play the other team. So basically, when they end up leaving, it killed the whole bracket.
Yeah, something similar. Yeah, something like that. Like once they said they wasn't playing no more, that was it for the Nightmare Boys. We was done.
Mm. All right, so I guess him doing a four team game, you know what I'm saying? It sound like, like it just didn't work out in the regards that, like they had been able to provide the two games, because it seems like, okay, well, you got the 14, the two teams going to lose, right, and two teams going to win. So the two teams that win play versus
Right.
each other, and the two teams that lose play versus each other. So, but my whole thing is, I would like to know this part. If he provided a way for them to play, I mean, damn, like it did,
Thank
did,
you.
did, did
I'm
they get
like
his bread back or
the
something? Like, nah.
that now that's what I was on. I was like, you channeling the energy on me, but you should really challenge the energy on that team that didn't come, because none of this would have happened if that team that you paid to come down there played the game. Everything would have been copacetic. Now that's what I was trying to get people to understand. It's not our fault. It's that other team didn't show up. You should be mad with them, like, hey, bro, you just caused the whole friction. All you had to do was come play. And you can't sit up here and say, oh, we ain't competitive enough. Because guess what? Man, we jumped right in that fire and played DEA off the rip.
Right. So yeah, man. So yeah, it sounded like the other team was the issue, man. So I definitely get it, because when you look at it, they didn't have to play again. Because at first I was about to be like, man, West Orlando Jag, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ducking smoke, y'all not playing games. They played their two games. So yeah,
Yes.
they played a team to get there, then they had to play DEA. But it's the other team that was missing that basically caught.
It's
Yeah.
the other team. That's the other team caused all the friction. And I'm not, like West Orlando didn't duck no smoke, DEA didn't duck no smoke, Nightmare didn't duck no smoke. Like Cocoa Beach should have played the other game, and I'm not mad at it, but I'm just like, I was just upset that you put all that energy on us. Like we caused your event to be something that it wasn't supposed to be like that. And the whole time I'm like, bro, we was there to play our second game, whether it would have been with West Orlando D. It didn't matter who we was gonna play. We was there to play two games because we told you, hey, we're gonna come down here and we're gonna play two games because that's what you told us we had to play. We was there for it, bro. Like I didn't appreciate
Yeah,
that, man.
man. That's definitely unfortunate. But we have to make that right. I know, Cam, somebody may give it to him or whatever. Like I say, I didn't talk to him myself briefly, hot second or whatever. But it has to be right, especially if he's gonna do national. Because right now, um, from what a lot of people are saying, is not the best reviews. You feel what I'm saying? So I think I think first of all, they need to try to make it an 18 bracket and stop trying to go after the teams that battle go after. That's one. Other thing is, they need to make sure that they're doing what we doing, which is looking for, teams that's on the outskirts. So we already they did a good job of getting the Georgia Rattlers, getting, even though y'all different age group, but they did a great job getting those teams. But
Yeah.
this one was pivotal. I think he got another year to try to make it right, because I think that he probably felt that his name was going to be enough to draw all the people that he wanted to come to the event, and then it didn't turn out like that.
Fact.
So I really think personally it wasn't the best move for him to go online to do this, because um like this, just say right, you went to the event, even though you also spoke highly of it, Now, what if you don't go to the event next year? I know y'all gonna be a good team. Y'all already a good team. Add some more pieces. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You
For sure.
now you have an opportunity to go to YNC. I mean, that's gonna be an easy decision. You don't make people decision that easy. So
Yeah.
I think it was not the best move, but I mean, I don't think he believed it'll affect him in that way. So overall though, what do you, because like I say, you said some good things, right? And you already told me there were some things that you were going to leave out because you didn't, because you also planned on going back, right? So
Yeah.
what is your overall, view on the event?
I mean, I look at the event like this, man. I see what he trying to do. I always been a big part of like supporting people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not sure if Cam is all the way tuned in on youth football as much as he think he is, and that's a big part of it. Like when you doing brackets and you sitting up here and you saying, hey, you gotta rank those teams so the right teams could be playing each other, because that's a big thing in youth football. It's like DEA would have went ahead and played Cocoa Beach and knocked them off if the ranking would have been correct. But you know what I'm saying? It was just, hey, you gonna play this team because this team don't want to play them, and they say they'd rather play them in the championship. I'm like, well, what if we beat that team? Like it was things of that nature where I was just like, shout out to Devin Hester in West Orlando, man. But I definitely felt like Nightmare should have played West Orlando Jags, and whoever won out of that game should have played DEA, because everybody was making the jokes about, DEA, like, oh, Nightmare went out there and played DEA, they wasn't ready. And then West Orlando Jazz played DA, and it was worse than the score with Nightmare. So it's like,
Yeah,
hey, what do y'all got to say now? So that says a lot about
yeah.
us, right?
And and here's the thing,
So
man. It was bound to happen. Here's the thing. And I've been saying this all year, and people are finally starting to see what I've been saying. Play the game. Okay? You
that
only gonna get better. I'm gonna keep saying it. Twin City is the model. I told the coach they were the standard. Why did I say that? Because they lost to Georgia Eagles 3 times before they knocked them off in the national championship. You feel what I'm saying? So
keep playing, yeah, keep
just
playing.
because you think you're gonna lose does not mean that you're gonna lose. Play the damn game. Play the game. You know what I'm saying? Even So Icy, they played more games that has ever been played in battle, right? In the YNC. They played, you know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Everybody else played like 3 games. They played 4. But they were asked to, and they end up playing. But I knew for a fact that something like this was going to happen because he was getting basically a lot of teams that were ducking YNC because they didn't want to play a lot of teams, certain teams. And they end up
And I don't know how true this statement may be. I truly believe if DEA would have beat Georgia Eagles, that game at YNC that went 8-0, Georgia Eagles, DA was not coming down to see one in. They was gonna lock in and go for
right,
the big
right,
ship. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I could be wrong, but we gotta think like a coach right now. If I'm down there at YNC, I knock out Georgia Eagles. I'm not going over here to be trying to risk no injuries. I'm going for the
right.
big fish, right? So that's another thing. I was just like, hey man, you might not look at it like that, but me being a coach, I damn sure look at it like that. Like, bruh, that was a tough game. DA is a man,
They
that's a
got their
good
coach.
team,
They
man.
man, they got
Hey, listen, man. We chopped it up for hours, man. That's a solid group of kids and group of coaches, man. Shout out to Devin Hester too, because I chopped it up with him too, man. But had they won that game at YNC, and I'm asking you this, Ken, do you believe they was coming to see one in?
they felt like they could win it, so they was gonna go there. But look, I say
They
this
was
though.
going, all
I
right,
say
so
this.
okay. Do they risk a injury or anything like that going to C1N, gambling, going
Nah,
back and
see, here's the
forth?
thing. See, here's what you wasn't looking at. It was only 2 hours apart. So yes, just like a lot of teams last year when they was doing AYF and they were doing like the who was it? The OG Ducks. They were doing AYF and YNC. They just basically, kind of set the game, the time frame for them to be able to do so. So they would have came, you know what I'm saying? Mainly because they could win a prize. You see what I'm saying? So,
Okay,
yeah,
I can go for that. Now I'm gonna be real with you as
yeah.
a as a coach. Man, if I'm at YNC and I get on the Georgia Eagles top, man, boy, you crazy. I gotta focus. I'm locked in now. I'm finna win this whole thing. I'm the best in the country. Like, but you know what I'm saying? I see what you're saying, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the prize. I mean, he definitely gave out some dope. He gave out the jackets, he gave out the rings. I mean, it was nice. Like, I definitely I definitely see what you're
Yeah,
saying with that, man. Like, I don't have I ain't no hater, bro. I don't got no, I ain't doing no bashing of that man events, man. I ain't got time for that, bro. I ain't gonna get no
right.
blessings from that. You know what I'm saying? So he gave out Letterman jackets. They was hard. Rings was hard. You know what I'm saying? The event was cool. That little hiccup, man, I just was like, bro, come on, bro. We gotta be better than that. When we speaking like as our community, bro. Come on, man. We gotta keep each other going, man. Don't nobody pay me to coach, man. Don't nobody pay none of these coaches to coach, bro.
John says, he says, folks hate YNC, but they guarantee 2 games and give consolation champs a trophy. And
See?
that's the other part where I feel, see, I gotta talk to Cam, bro. I gotta really tell him the do's and don't, bro. Just because you are who you are, don't mean people are going for certain stuff. Because when you look
And look, let me explain something to him. We ain't just no Rudy Poos, baby. We came right back after C1N and won 5 star. We won G Maple. We ain't just no Rudy Poo team now, baby. Like, we go out here and we pop Tucker, we pop Hateville. We really number 3 in the state of Georgia. We not just no Rudy Poo. So I don't want nobody to be like, who is this team? Let me pop my a little bit. We if you ranking in Georgia, Nightmare Boys is ranked number 3. You got Twin City right now since they beat Georgia Eagles. You got Georgia Eagles and you got Nightmare Boys who probably would be in competition with Douglasville right now, who also went down there and won some things. Shout out to them boys, because I'm just not no hater, bruh. But right now, Nightmare Boys is number 3 in Georgia, and I feel like, hey man, we want smoke with everybody. We gonna play the game, Ken, because I like that slogan. Play the game,
exactly,
bro.
that's it.
We here for
That's
that.
it. That's it. I mean, you got to, because, like I say, man, when you play the games that because a lot of coaches don't feel like they can actually win, but when you play the games, what happened is that's when you find out who is the real dog, bruh. Who that real dog
Facts.
is. You know what I'm saying? But it was so many opportunities missed from last season that we didn't even get a chance to see, who was who. You know what I'm saying? So the coaches, see, and this is when I know the coaches who ain't never been popular in school. I know it for a fact because now they got a little bit of popularity and they got a little notoriety, so they don't want to play nobody because they don't want to lose that. You feel what I'm saying? So you just gotta play the game, bro. Because when you look at all of the coaches that I keep giving the praise to, like the Coach Marks, I Ken now, I could say he been a winner, but he just now
Facts.
won national. So I wasn't putting him in that category. But shout out to Coach Ken. Then you got the Coach Reggie's, right? They were playing the game.
Yeah.
They were playing teams when other people thought that this team was the best. When RDU was number 1, and then Falcons United said, "Look, man, I think we'll beat y'all." Guess what they did? They set the
Facts.
game, and they had everybody
Set
packed.
it up.
They had it packed out. So that's how it got
Yeah.
to be. So now you like when you don't get the best games, you don't get the crowd. When you don't get the crowd, you can't really support your organization the way you're supposed to. When you can't support your organization, then you end up losing, probably the organization because you can't do it alone. So that's something that I want people to see, the actual, the chain effect. Like if you don't play, little as playing not playing the game can cause a trickle down effect, affect a lot of people. So just play the game, win, lose, or draw.
Play
Twin
the
City
game.
lost like 5 games last year and won the whole state.
Man, listen, man, and we was at those games, like we kept pulling up, like man, something ain't right. Like what's going on? Like we went to like at least three out. We went to at least three of those Twin City Georgia Eagles games, man. And same thing that you saying, we just like, damn, boy. Hey, the sun is shining on the dog ass, man. Hey, play the game, keep
Hey,
playing, man. So
John
shout out to
says
them.
until C1N get the right person to put him on game, it won't work. And this is the thing that I think that he learned from this year, right? This season, bro. Like I say, nobody care about your celebrity as much as you believe they do, right? But you have an opportunity to do some amazing things. All you got to do is listen. That personality that he has, it may work for fans who are Panther fans, right? It might work for
Facts.
them, but it's
Yeah.
not working for the youth football. You got to get in touch. I'm telling you, bro.
And this the crazy thing, right? And I spoke with him about that. I was like, man, let's just be honest, man. Our kids really don't know who Cam Newton is. Like, we gonna be honest with you. They are on a Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes wave, bro. We know who he is because that was our time. You know what I'm saying? The kids, bro, go ask a 8U or 9U, 10U player who he is. I guarantee they're gonna be
Mm,
like, huh? But if you go say who is Lamar Jackson, oh, that's the quarterback for the Ravens, because that was their time. We know who they is as parents. That's why I decided
right,
to
right,
support them. Because I'm like, Cam Newton, and he from Atlanta, went to Westlake. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I'm rocking with you. Like I see what you trying to do. Let me rock with you a little bit. I ain't on
right.
no funny
Yeah,
business.
and I support him. I'm still
But
going to support him. You know,
you see, I'm on your platform right now, man. I ain't disrespected that man. That I ain't disrespecting him one time, bro. I could get on here and do numbers right now with you, man. But that ain't who I am,
right.
bro.
But
Like I see what you trying to do, man. I respect that, man. But when it comes to like my family and stuff, man, I ain't just somebody that's gonna sit around because you feel like you a celebrity gonna allow you to disrespect my family. That's a
mm.
no-go for me,
Hey,
buddy.
but John said he said why Cam didn't have that same energy uh for teams that committed but backed out and went to YNC. Because here's the thing, right? He can't do that. He gonna either have to just stop trying or whatever. Because if you upset the teams that are well known, like the ATL elites, right? Like the Supremes. These
Facts.
are the teams that's going to be good for a very long time. So you cannot fracture those relationships before you even get a chance to even work with these individuals. So, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna be able to do that. He can't do that. And I think that, he's finally understanding like, okay, yeah, bro, you on TV, you got the bread, you in the NFL, you was a great quarterback, you this, but people people don't know your real, like they don't know your intent. They don't know, if you're in it for the long haul. Because why would somebody leave YNC that's been longevity, for somebody that's just starting and you don't know if they're going to continue to do it, because it sounds like, at some point, if he's not, getting the response that he wanted, he just gonna call it quits. But then, like when YNC first started, they probably wasn't just, getting everybody that they wanted. It's a process. You see what I'm saying? So
Facts.
they just need the right people with them. PA Trenches said, remember, he said, pick a side and stay there. And you remember, PA
See?
Trenches, what I told
Yeah.
you. That was the worst thing that you can do to a man. You can't make a man give an ultimatum. You feel what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't say pick a side, stay there, because people probably still would have supported what you're saying. I mean, what you're doing, had you just been like, you know what, I would love for this team to play in my league and blah 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 blah. But if you're saying, and I'm one of the top teams, and you're making me choose a side between YSC in your organization, right? You're relying on your celebrity, but I'm relying on the longevity side in the history that I have with this organization. And you're telling me to basically either stop supporting the team or organization that I've been going to, right? Or just stay on the side. Don't ever work with me type stuff. Like, bro, that's not a great approach, because they
Yeah.
already established
Yeah.
with the organization. You're gonna get a lot of
Facts.
stuff when it comes to YNC. You're gonna get a lot. Now, far as saving you some money, then it might be Cam. But what I'm hoping is that he continue to do it, right, and then end up making it just uh another outlet, right, for teams that want to go. They may not want to go to TNU, right? They may not want to go to the UIFL. They may not want to go to AYF, right? They may not want to go to some other ranked up or something like that. But then, you know what I'm saying? They got an option to go to his. So I wouldn't give nobody no ultimatum. I understand that.
Nah, you
Yeah,
definitely don't
I
want to do
wouldn't
that,
do that.
man.
He says, okay, what's up, Pops? He says, to the playoff, we soar, Ravens flop. Shout out to
Shout out to
Pops.
Miami Garden Ravens, because I seen them folk do some damage to old heckler that I had on me one time. We was on that live, right, Ken, and Beast In, they was
Oh,
on me like, oh,
yeah.
Nightmare. Oh, they said Nightmare got beat up by DEA. Beast In was on me so bad. I said, Beast In, y'all got Miami Garden Ravens coming up. And they got
Man, I don't even want to talk
destroyed.
about that game, man. I
We
said,
ain't gonna
look,
talk about that, but I just want to make sure
yeah,
I let them know that I shout out to Beast In though, because I rock with them folk.
I'm about
I
to talk
like to,
about it though.
I love doing this
I'm about to
football
talk
talk,
about it
man. But
because I said
ah,
Beast in is one of the teams that would give them problems. Now, when I first
you did.
started watching it, I said, what you got to do, you got to put pressure on the quarterback. He does not make the best plays when he's under pressure. Okay, they started off like that. They did good. He got a pick six. But then when Lil Rod came back, I mean,
Boy,
they
boy,
didn't
the
even have a
next
lead for
what?
3, 4 plays.
Hey, the
Hey,
next
bro,
play,
they were scared of
I
him.
said this kid is
They were scared of
amazing.
him.
Boy, Rod scored 5 touchdowns. Dolo. I said, bro, at this point, you should be having 3 people
Man,
on the
they was getting out
rod,
that
man.
boy. Wait, they didn't want it. They didn't want no parts of him, and that's the difference between the teams that was playing at the YNC. I like AYF. I do like them, but
Yeah, I do too. I like him.
but
I
you had a
seen it. I
lot of
like it.
teams in that 11U. They were afraid of him. See, when he played versus DEA, bro, they not allowing that. Yeah, you might be successful on a few
No,
plays, but you're not going to get that. You're not going to just have
yeah.
five.
Have a
Yeah,
field day. Yeah, you not scoring no 5 touchdowns on no team like that. Like, man, listen, I like DEA, but I sat back. I like that team. They got the pieces, boy. I was like, yeah, they tough. Like, so, you know, shout out to the flock. And shout out to all them cats that was messing with us, Ken, when we was talking about Beast In. They was all on my bumper. And we still gonna line it up too at 12 you. Beast In, we said we was gonna line it up because we need to fix some things in that Generation Next
Oh,
top
facts.
10.
Hey, but yeah, man, make sure y'all keeping me in the loop this year, cause I don't know if
Yes,
y'all
sir.
got enough footage out there like that. He says, John says, he said, I think he should stick with throwing events during the season instead of having nationals. And that's the other thing too, man. You know, like I ain't knocking this dude, cause like I say, I actually want him to be successful at what he do, but I would like for him to also, be realistic about how to go about it, because you can't just come in and just go straight to the top. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah,
understand you
that's
got the
tough.
money, but here's the thing that I understand about life, man. Even if you got the resources, if you have not put in the work, it's gonna crumble. You know what I'm saying? Not to say what he's
Man.
going to do is going to crumble, but it didn't work out the way that he believed that it was going to work out. But like I say, man, hopefully, like I say, he still come on. I'm gonna ask those some of those questions. He says, beside the obvious of getting the right folks involved, C1N should look around the country and invest in building other orgs and teams into national powers to be attached to his brand. That would make sense. Hey, that's crazy because
Yeah.
Fanatic said the same thing. He said, did it tell you something different than 7-1 gets ranked with 731? And then
When they talk about the man, that was another thing that it was like that certification process is like whoa too. Like you don't know what the hell going on with that, man. That's a hiccup, man, with when it comes to like national. Like them rosters need to be turned in, man. I ain't knocking it, but when you're doing national rosters is don't come in here with that funny business, man. Like, that's what I like about national. Overall, bro, again, Ken, man, I'm not knocking the event, but I think my man in the comments just made a valid point. You build around the season, throwing them tournaments, man. Get your feet wet with that. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about national, these kids been watching, YNC brackets come out and they don't see their names in it. They targeting
right,
those
right,
teams
right,
immediately. My kids, I'm just gonna be real. My kids, they enjoyed themselves. This all they said the whole time. Hey, coach, we are going YNC, man. And I was like, they don't have no clue about what's going on with this C1N issue. But all they care about is, hey man, we're going Generation Next, YNC. We have to get on that before I go to middle school. And I'm like, hey, bro, I got no other goals than what y'all have. Whatever you want to do, I'm with this. I'm with everything you with. You want to go that route? We're there. We gonna play every like so icy did. We gonna play every game that they give us,
right.
man.
I
We
mean, and
want them.
that's the way you go about it, because if you out there you playing, that means that your name is gonna get out there a lot more. But you gotta also make sure, because here's the thing. You in Georgia, bro. Ain't no way you ain't supposed to have hella eyes on y'all anyway. So y'all just gotta make sure next season. Cause look, bro, I'm working on some stuff, bro, and I'm gonna definitely need y'all support as coaches anyway. But like it's something that I believe is going. I can't say it. I would love to say it, but everything it seems like everything that I say is somehow people are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
like, oh, but they act like they never seen me, never heard of me. Miraculously, when I say like, oh, I'm about to get ready to do X, Y, and Z, then I see somebody else doing it, right? And it's like, bro, just say you watching and you want to take the idea. I mean, because, but I'm not gonna say it. But it's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do to make things easier. Just for youth football in general. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. I think Cam, he still got a great opportunity. It's just that he needs to do Couple things. He need the right people. It ain't no different from playing football. You need the right personnel, right? The people, I can assure you, outside of my dog, my guy EF, he don't really have people that's in tune with the people on that staff.
Yeah.
And you gotta have that. Despite how much you want to try to avoid that or whatever. And I get it, bro, because I really do understand that sometimes, bro, when you a celebrity, bro, a lot of people try to play their position to scam you out of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? For their own advantage or whatever. So I get why the reluctant, part of him, but like, if he really wants to make it work, bro, that's just something he gonna have to do.
Yeah, because I mean, youth football, it ain't easy to keep up with. You really got to be in tune with it. Like, you can't just go out here and be like, oh, these teams gonna just play each other, man. Them coaches be like, why the hell would I play this
Right.
team
Absolutely.
first? I know, boy, they are beneath me, and then you don't know, so you just lost. I'm like, because I'm telling you. Man, when they did that, it wasn't no first. It was no brackets. I'm gonna clear that up. It was no brackets, and I knew that they was getting away with highway robbery, cause he was like, "Man, don't nobody want to play DEA." I'm like, "That's cause you don't know what's going
Right.
on right now." So guess what we did? Hey man, we'll take that game, bro. We with all the smoke, man. Nightmare gonna play anybody, so we good. Just make sure we
Right.
got 2 games. So, you know what I'm saying? That moment I was kind of like, damn, but we got a tough one off the rip. Like, but guess what? Like you say, play the game. And that's my slogan for 12U,
That's
man. Play
it,
the
bro.
game,
That's
man.
it.
Play the game. I don't care nothing about that, but yeah, he definitely, better, just getting in tune with the youth sports, man. It'll help out a lot for his platform, man. It ain't a bad one. I ain't one to be like, he tried my wife, he tried my kid. Man, bro, you don't even know them, so I ain't tripping on that. But you know what I'm saying? When we talking about youth sports, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yeah, you need somebody that's putting in that footwork. Like, hey, what's the better teams in this age group? Who is what? How should I bracket this game? And don't be buddy system. Hey, bro, you're not better than this team. You gotta
Right.
play this team. I don't want to hear that. This my buddy. I'm gonna make sure you make it there. No, play this team. If you don't beat this
Right.
team will go, and you will go to this
All
bracket.
right.
That's all it
So
is, man.
shout out to Keisha, because this is somebody that I'm actually taking this topic from. And I wanted to put my 2 cents on, right? Uh they talked about why he asked the question, why are teams really merging? Right? Why are teams really merging? Before I get my perspective, coach, I would like to ask you, why do you think coaches are really merging, with other powerhouse teams?
Shit, they trying to win. That's the first thing they trying to win, and it's like the merge is, man, you might have so many good real dogs on this team, and you got so many real dogs on that team, and you thinking like, man, if I merge it, I'll be able to whip up something fantastic, man. And it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it
Hey,
don't.
you modest. You very modest. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I think a lot of these coaches, not all, but I think a lot of them are, trying to merge because they need to be carried as coaches. This year,
Mm.
I've seen so many coaches fumble the game, had it won, fumbled the game, lost it, made the silliest plays. And one of them happened to be, man, and this is my coach, man, Osceola, bad time management. And I'm not saying
Oh,
that they coach can't coach, but I'm saying I've seen so many coaches this year basically put their team in position to where they end up losing. So I personally think that a lot of teams are merging because, first of all, they didn't get the memo from last season, right? That just passed. And then the other part is they want to make sure that they win national. And like the lady said, I mean, people been merging all the time and still don't win. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Facts.
still don't win because it don't be the right personnel. That means a lot. But I'll say this. I'll say I think that the big issue with me for merging teams. Now I seen some people say, "Man, you know what I'm saying? We doing that for national. We doing this for national." Okay, you doing it for national, right? The problem is if y'all do anything like y'all did this year, who was traveling? You ain't gonna be able to play in the you ain't gonna be able to play in the league. You're not gonna be able to get no team to play you at home. None of that.
Facts.
So where is the benefit?
Once they find out that you merged, they definitely stand
Yeah.
away
So
from you. That's the craziest thing about the merge. Like, if you know that team that merged with somebody, you be like, yeah, yeah, I bet. Just go play national, bro. We ain't, yeah, because a lot of coaches, they definitely stay away from them mergers. Like,
yeah,
it's like 5 teams in one, but
you
I
know what
ain't
I'm
messing
saying?
with it.
Like the whole thing is like, bro, did you not forget? Okay, just look at the whole thing. All right, it was a merge, right? And then I think it was, and I'm gonna go with Mayfield. It was ABA, Tucker, Falcons United, right? Steelers. Then the following year, Steelers not there. Then the following year, uh the the Tucker is not there. Then the following year, and it's like, bro, do you not understand that every year y'all losing a team? Every year y'all losing a team. Hey, Chauncey was good. Every year. And people not seeing that. So for those who are throwing events and stuff like that, how is that of benefit to you? Because you're gonna have a hard time getting people to play that game. That's one. Then on top of that, when you losing the team, when two teams would have been in your league, right? Then that means that it's less teams to play. So I don't see the
Facts.
benefit in merging because you minimizing the competition, which means that you're not going to have a team that you could just play that game with that's in your hometown when you don't got the funds to travel.
Yeah, the merge be basically for nationals, man. That shit don't be
I,
for the regular
and
games. It
I
be
get it,
national
but
merge.
when you look at nationals, you got to look at YC when they had empty brackets. A lot of teams ain't playing. A lot. You see what I'm saying?
Now that's true. Cause I seen that. I was like, what the, like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I was shocked to see them brackets empty. I'm like, brackets empty at
Yeah, they was
YNC?
not
It's
playing. They
crazy.
they like they the teams they felt like, all right, so for instance, Voodoo had a bye because nobody wanted to play them in the first round.
George
George
Eagles
Eagle
had a
had to buy
bye.
because nobody wanted to play them in the first round. So when you look at it, really, how beneficial is it? You're gonna have a whole bunch of brackets like what's the one 12U, right? Where it's only Osceola,
Yeah,
Texas Elite, Fort Lauderdale Hurricane, uh
yeah.
the Royal beat
And
something like you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I don't see no benefit in playing, you know what I'm saying, like teams when you just super stacked because you're not gonna be able to get a game at home, nothing, bro. And not on the road unless you are the ones traveling all the time. Because the first thing they gonna say, right, is first thing they're gonna say is, yeah, man, we'll beat y'all, blah, 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 blah. Y'all gotta come to us.
yeah.
Y'all gotta come to us.
That's the first
And
thing.
there's no, it's
Look,
go
that
ahead, Cole.
nah, and that's that's a true statement. Like, man, cause George Eagles was up there. They was like, man, can't won't nobody play us, and we jumped right out there like we'll play y'all. What's up? Like Twin City was hollering at Tim, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to get down there to Columbus, and my uncle had passed, so we missed that event. But I see what you're saying. Like teams is not playing. Once they find out you super stacked, it's over with. They like, for what? No, they don't want it. They don't want. Hey, what we say the slogan of for next year?
That's
Play
it.
the game.
That's
They
it.
not going.
And then he said,
They not going.
T Street says, man, N words don't care about league, and you know that. And here's the thing. Most of y'all games, I want to say about 85% of y'all games was league games. So you saying people don't care, but where would have gotten y'all other games? Y'all probably would have played probably like eight to 10 games last year because then nobody want to play y'all.
Hey,
But if
they say they don't care about them league games until they go
it's without
3 weeks
playing,
without
yeah,
playing. And then
exactly.
now they like, man, we can't even get no game.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it don't. Everybody say they don't care about the league until you mess
Until
around
they
and
realize
don't.
they need to
You ain't
leave.
got no game for 3 weeks. Them parents
Right.
get upset.
Oh man, we ain't playing.
Then
Like,
that shit
yeah.
start, boy. That shit
Yeah,
cause a
yeah, it
problem.
sounds good, cause like Tyler said, he says if you not having a national schedule, then merge is pointless. How many teams do you think, just looking at it, how many teams you think it just go come out their way to come play voodoo? Voodoo gonna have to go to them. But they not merging. They not merging. They just fire, right? But if you talking about because I think RDE, they're not merging because I did see what D said. She's saying that the ATL Elite Vikings wasn't going to have a team and they're just going to get the teams that the players that were left, right? And wanted to actually stay on the team. So that's not really merging.
That's if they come over there,
Yeah,
right?
if they go over, but see, here's where I'm confused at, coach. How the hell is you merging? You got an organization, right? You got two teams under your umbrella, but you going with another organization. How can one go and not the other? So I'm thinking both of them are going, right? And then the what is it? The ATL Elite Vikings will merge with the Georgia Falcons, right? And then for RDE, the players left from what is it? Oh, from ATL Elite Thrashers, I think is
Yeah,
merging with them.
that's yeah.
So, but I don't know if they got a full team or whatever. I just know.
Man, when shit like that happen, I look at that shit like, hey man, when a powerhouse come over there to your park, you better start talking to them parents, man, because goddamn, once that powerhouse come, they peeking at your practice, you know what's coming next. Hey, go get number 2 and tell them come over here. Let me holler at them real quick. Where the
Hold on,
parents at?
hold on, T
Hey,
Street.
this
I don't agree with this. He says we need to lose some teams. It's too many teams at some age groups. What the hell? What team?
Man, hell no. He need to
You
be
need
more
all of these
specific, bro.
damn
That
teams.
don't that's we
Yeah, you
need
need
more
more teams,
teams,
man.
bro. What are you talking about? We don't need less teams. We need more teams.
Hey,
We need to play the
sure.
game. We need to put that's the slogan next year. We don't need less teams. We need more teams and we need to play the
Hold
game.
on, man. Let me see if it's working.
It must have cut
Hello.
more teams.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, bro. Damn. Hey, Street. Hang up right quick and let me turn it up right quick. Cause I think it was working last time. I just couldn't hear you. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, nah, bro. I definitely think yeah, he didn't hang up yet. I definitely think that they need way more teams, bro, because of that. That's the whole reason and purpose that a lot of these teams are not getting any type of uh what they call it. Damn, what Oh, there we go. All right, try to call back now. But that's a reason why a lot of teams, man, they going 3 weeks. I think Voodoo at one point damn near went a whole month, bro, without actually playing. They
Yeah, I heard a lot of teams did that this season.
yeah,
I
they
was like,
scared.
damn, boy, that's too much for me. Like them parents that was fit. Yes, ain't playing no games that long, man. You
Yeah, because
crazy as hell.
are you getting your money worth? You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
it's really about like are you getting your money's worth? So it's like,
'Cause you got to think, you paying registration, and then you over here paying team dues that Lord knows how high them team dues is, depending on how many uniforms you getting. You know what I'm saying? Them parents looking like, nah, we need to be playing every
right.
Saturday. Like, that's
I
a
got a
must.
call from
So,
my partner. All right. Hey, I got it hooked up, Street. Call back. But nah, man. T Street and tripping, man. Talk about we need to lose. We need to lose some teams, man. You know
Call
what?
from Street.
What's up, Street, man? Finally got you on, bro. It been tripping. We're good.
What's happening, my boy? You know what's going on?
Yeah, man. Hey, I see you tripping right
Hey,
now.
man, I ain't tripping. Look, about like, come on, Ken. See, Ken, you know my 8, you know my 9U, but you don't know my 11U. So I'm a part of the 11U world too. So let me get this straight with 11U. We are not. Well, I'm not a part of the team no more, but I don't think they merging with Georgia either, bro.
So they're
So
gonna
we gonna.
have two teams
I'm gonna
with.
put. I'm just gonna put that out there right now.
hey, I know exactly who this is,
That's just like
man.
me. I
Hey,
got my boys.
Street.
I got my boys in the transfer portal. So you know what I'm saying. Like I said, like I told you, Ken don't know me. I'm the 11U coach too, Ken. So all you know of me with the Thrashers.
Nah,
So
I know
of
you
course
with
with
the
my
11. I
Thrasher,
saw you with the trophy.
yeah. So with the 11U, bro, it's like when we talk, Ken, I tell you that he one of them coaches that got down. He win and then he hide. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been telling him, man, from the beginning of the year that I want to play Cold Bull, but he has his own way, and I told Cold Bud on that.
Mhm.
Like they don't want to play, so you got to go somewhere else.
Hey,
You know
look,
what
that
I'm saying?
now I agree. Street did hey, Street, you did say that. Hey, but
Like
before you
you got
go
to
any
realize,
further with your transfer portal, you need to hit my
Hey, hold on,
inbox,
Street. Hold
man. You
on,
don't
Street.
need to be
even
out
with,
here doing all
Hold
that.
on, hold on. What you were saying, Coach?
look, even with
Oh, my
ATL
bad, he
Elite,
can't
bro,
hear
you
me.
got to realize with ATL Elite, get what they'll say 7, then they'll say 8, then they'll say 9, then they'll say 10, and then they skip over 11.
Yeah, I
Why?
noticed. Yeah, so they
All
went.
we had to do was get out there and play.
Yeah.
Then we won AYU, but you wouldn't know because get what? He ran and hid. He got the B2C invite. He didn't go. He got the state invite. He didn't go. He got all these invites. He didn't go. He just ran and hid, bro. And
So
that shit pissed
so
me
you
off,
not
bro. Like I can't.
so you're not gonna be there next year?
Oh no, don't let that shit out. No, I can let it out. No, yo, he ran and hid. He hid from Colt Ball. He hid from everybody. He hid from the Georgia Eagles. He hid from DEA. He hid from DEA. He hid from all the niggas. We had the first one. We the first person supposed to been goddamn playing DEA. He here from DEA. I give a fuck no more. No, like it's over.
I
I'm
can. So,
saying you
ask
win the
Street.
right.
It's safe to say that Buzz don't be
Hey, could you
hiding.
hear Coach
Like,
Bugs?
yeah, I can hear him.
He said
I'm
he
just
can hear
saying though,
you.
bro.
He
They
can hear
go.
you, Coach.
He,
Go ahead, Coach Buck.
Hey, Street. So it's safe to say your transfer portal is open, right?
yeah, bro. You know me. I got 2 boys. They come as a package. Thunder and lightning.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, just check that inbox, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just check that inbox, man. We ain't got we can let bygones be bygones, man. Let's get that inbox going, man. You know what's going on with Coach Buzz over here tonight, my boys.
Man.
They come as a package. That's it, bro. We trying to see the ball.
Hey,
Nigga
come
ain't trying
one,
to play
come
football
all,
this
man.
year.
Jesus, hey, they winning Noah's Ark 2-2, right?
If a nigga ain't trying to got that, and Ken already know my mom. If a nigga ain't trying to go outside 285, that ain't the play for us. Cause, cause yeah, with my 9U10 nigga, we started July the 1st. Ain't that right, King?
Sure.
Hmm.
For
We
sure.
played 25 games before we got to the league play. Come on, bro. I need a nigga who gonna goddamn play. I want a nigga who gonna give you at least 55 games, 50, 60 games before the season over with.
God damn, boys. You
Including
want them
preseason.
head trolls, goddamn.
That nigga trying to play football every
Yeah,
day.
yeah, bro. That's what but that's what y'all fail to
Nah,
realize.
he
That's the
ain't
thing.
scared
That's
to
what goes
play
on
though.
over here in Elite Land.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit go over here on the Elite Land. That's
Yeah.
what they do. Y'all think y'all look at Supreme say don't know about the play him, but Supreme will have like 30 or have like 20, 15, 20 games before the league even start. Our
Yeah.
preseason
Hey.
game, nigga playing over 20-some preseason games.
Hey, Street, when they realized that
Batman
that's for
playing over
real,
20-some preseason.
when they realized that was for real,
Come on, man.
they started running, my guy. They
Yeah,
started
they got
running.
their running in.
Yeah. So yeah, in the beginning, yeah, they had a game every week. You know, everybody thought it was sweet, but nah. He he says
Look, man.
get T Street and his son on the team. Now, yeah, bro, I think that'd be a good match.
Nah, it's
And just like I
it's
told you,
definitely
even
open. You know what I'm saying?
even with the draft, like yeah, I feel like this could be the
Street
draft is
good,
good.
bro. Street know what's happening, man. All you gotta do is hit my inbox, man. Street know what's good, man. It's
I
all
feel like the
good.
draft is with
We
I feel like
Show
the
we
draft
school.
going
would be a good
national,
deal.
national.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, with that whole Eagle thing, it sounds good. It sounds good for the 9U. You know what I'm saying? Going to the 10, like I told you. Ken, you saw us play goddamn state. We got 13 players.
Yeah, y'all. Hey, I ain't gonna lie,
You know
man.
what
Y'all
I'm
had
saying?
a warrior. Y'all damn near
Yeah,
was the 300 team. That like the movie when
yeah.
them
And we
motherfuckers
and
went
we
three.
and,
But
and we made it all
them
the
boys
way to
came
the
to
championship.
play.
We flew by everybody. You
Them boys
know
came
what
to
I'm saying?
play.
Like we flew by everybody. You know what I'm saying? And
But I
then my
say this
thing is we
though.
lost a couple of pieces.
This is why I don't like merging.
But,
Because once they merge, they don't revert back to the old teams. It's not like that,
yeah.
bro. Once they start merging, just look at, like I said, when Lambo, right? They had merged with the
Red
ATL,
Dog.
yeah, Red Dog. They was a number
Yeah, they
goddamn
man.
3 team. They was a number 3
I
team.
mean, but Brad gave it up though. You know that. I mean, it wasn't. They didn't have nobody at the time. Brad gave up coach.
Oh, well, hold on. See,
You know what I'm
then
saying?
that's
Brad with
where
that
I'm
Red Dog.
confused at. Hey, Bush, what's good? That's
You
where I'm
remember Brad? You
confused.
remember Brad was a coach.
Yeah, he was coached with
Brad just
Lambo.
started coaching. He was supposed to be combining with it. He just started coaching. So Red Dogs had to do something. So they combined Red Dogs and Lambo.
I know, bro, but what I'm saying is, like, is it something that he didn't know? Because they were getting ready to merge either way, right? They were getting
Yeah.
ready to merge, right? First of all, they had ATL Elite Red Dogs, right? Before they merged, Coach Brad
Mm-hmm.
was going to coach that team, but once they merged, then that's when he stopped coaching. Because he was already
Yeah.
coaching a couple games, he just stopped. You know what I'm saying? So who is to say
Yep.
that if they would have kept that team, the ATL Elite Red
Or
Dogs?
if he would have stayed coaching, we
That,
never know what it would have happened.
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
damn
saying. I
merge,
think he would
man.
have stayed.
That merge could be
Brad
good or
good coach, man.
bad. That merge could be good or
You may not
bad,
get
bro.
along
That's what
with the
I'm telling you.
Brad is
coaches.
Yeah,
Brad is great coach.
that shit is a
And
gamble,
Yeah,
then you got to
bro.
realize you got your kids, they know you, and then you got a new set of kids, they don't know you. You know what I mean?
right. So
See,
But see,
I'm gonna tell you
but see,
another thing
even with the
about like
transfer, like I was
I
saying with
don't
the transfer,
consider
like
it
we lost
merging,
hold on,
we
go
lost a
ahead,
lot of
Bud.
but
players though.
like,
We
all right,
lost a lot of players,
so
man.
with the I don't really consider it merging, right? But what I like to do when I bring new kids on, man, I like to put them in another sport with my kids.
What you talking about, like a
You know what I'm
baseball, like
saying?
baseball or something?
Like, man, it could be 7-on-7 track, it could be baseball, it could be anything, right? Before I just nosedive them right into football, man, I'd be like, hey, I don't care if the kid ride the bench. I don't give a damn what he do. He need to be acclimated
Right,
around
right.
them boys. Because, man, what happened is you bring a new kid, let's say you bring 6 new kids to your team and they all dogs. Man, I seen it with my own eyes. man, that shit gonna start looking like a real live game out there in practice. Man, them folk gonna get the thumping. They gonna be hitting harder than they ever hit. And you gotta remind them, hey, this practice, bro. Like I seen it. So I know that merge. You be like, you be pulling dogs off of dogs. Like they want to prove a point. Cause guess what? They like, man, he not on my
But
team
here's
for
what
real.
here's what John Gordon said. He said if you merging, you shouldn't be playing in a league. Just get a national schedule and hit the road. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Most of these teams still continue, like especially like the Florida teams. They're playing in their lead. Their lead is pretty competitive. They're not
They got
traveling, bruh.
competitive.
They're not traveling. So you're gonna have to continue to go to Florida. So you're gonna damn near be in Florida probably like 3 or 4 times
Yeah,
because they not
Yeah,
yeah,
traveling.
that
Then
Florida,
you talk about the
that
East
Florida
Coast.
Elite program.
Yeah. So Alabama ain't really well, some of them might travel, but you got Alabama. I don't think they travel. Some of the Midwest, they travel, right? You might get the Indy, the Firehawks, the Speed Demons, right? It's stuff like some of those teams. But
yeah.
then just think though, OG Ducks, I don't think they really coming out here like that. I don't think that you got some other ones like the OC Buckeyes, right? Just I don't think that you're going to have enough teams traveling to come play these games, bro, unless they are driving distance. And I'm talking about something very close. Other than that, man, I don't think people are going to come and really like play nationals unless they establish the rules, right? We can say let's play national, but what rules are established to do so? How many games do a person got to play away? How many games do they got to play at home? I mean, they get to play at home. That's ranked. It's too many
We
questions
know they just not gonna do it.
that needs to answer. Yes, we know it.
Yeah,
Not
we
cause
know
cause
it.
cause like
You
you just
already
said,
know, man.
Ken, it's too
Once
much. It's
preseason
too
battle over
much.
with,
Go ahead, Bud, Coach
once
Bud.
preseason battle over with, them niggas gonna get on ranking.
Yeah, I want to say.
Nah, it ain't no real jurisdiction for that. Like now, if they say, oh yeah, you gotta play these national games and they come out with a national schedule, hell yeah, then you gotta play them. But right now they
Right,
just like it's not set
right.
in stone.
And that's why some of these
So
teams are going to have trouble getting teams to play, right? Because as you seen what happened last year, Wahoma played everybody. Now, if Wahoma would have got rewarded for all of the games that they played, right, and then they had some losses, then they would have been good, right? They would have had this year a whole bunch of people willing to go play and lose long as they playing versus top tier national ranked teams. But since that's not the
facts.
case, you're going to still have a bunch of people unwilling to travel to play games. That's just going to be the factual information. So when Street said we need less teams, no, the hell we don't. We need more teams.
We got
We
too
need
many.
more
We had
teams.
too many 11U, man. There was so many goddamn 11U. Ain't no sense.
Good. Cause now
And,
you got to start
How many of
merging.
them played each other?
nah, we just got too many leagues. We need to get narrow down some of the leagues. I ain't saying some of
How
these leagues.
many how
Everybody
many
need to be in the
11
league.
U's played each other
That's a
though?
great question. You
Nope,
you got the
nope.
answer to
That's the
that?
thing. They all in different leagues. Don't know. They all in six, seven different six, 7 different leagues. I
That's
got to
what I'm
put
saying
them.
though.
We
Man,
need to narrow some
we
leagues
we
down. I've been saying that for the longest.
nightmare. Let me tell you what we did, Ken. Nightmare, we started going on the internet. If you thought you was a better team, we started going on the internet and we was like, hey, bro, we want to play y'all. And we put it on a platform like Best 11U, Warzone. And if you didn't respond, we went right back on there again. It was like, hey, bro, this thing's scared to play us, bro. They don't need to be on no ranking or nothing. And then teams like, hey, bud, stop doing that. I'm like, no, play the
Oh no way! They
game,
they
bro.
said they asked you to stop doing that. That was
Stop
some scary
doing
work,
it,
man. You should have
bud.
hit me, man. Hit me. I would have
Them folks ain't gonna
I would
play.
have told
You already
Street to
know that.
call in. I would have told T Street to call in, and we getting on y'all, bro.
Man,
We on their ass.
man,
We on nigga ass every day.
We out them.
Mm.
Hey, you
We on
definitely.
nigga ass
man, them
every
folk was
day.
telling me like, "Hey, bud, chill. We gonna give you a game." I'm like, "When?" I don't want to hear that peaceful talk outside of
Yeah, we
the
don't want to
internet.
hear that.
Now, what's the
We
date,
on
my
nigga
boy?
ass every day.
That how you think we ended up popping Tucker? But we did not let off Tucker was in number 3 spot in Georgia, and we was like, bro, we'll beat Tucker. We like, bro, we know we'll beat Tucker. Like, bro, Tucker, you got a good name establishment because it's been there for so long in the history books of football. But in my mind, I'm like, bro, we gonna beat y'all. And that's what we did.
Motherfucker fell
We
off.
went on the internet and we started
Motherfucker.
targeting them. And guess what? Them folk bit the bait. They came to play and we popped them. And everybody's like,
Motherfucker.
ooh, Nightmares just popped Tucker. It's like, yeah, it's
Hold on,
over
wait,
with
wait,
now.
wait. See, hey, John Gordon be having some of the best questions. I ain't gonna lie to you. He says Georgia Eagles 11U losing too many players. They have no choice but to merge. Who the hell did they lose? And if anybody leaving
No,
from them just
no,
because they lost,
no.
that's crazy. You don't
I mean,
you
Yeah,
don't
Burke
leave
going
from
that's
into
what
that
their
that's
situation. I don't care what you say. You got the best team. It just so happened Twin City was the best team on that day.
that
Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
y'all don't
some of
lose
them
that
kids,
team yet.
some of them kids got middle school ball though. They decided to go middle school.
Bro, I told people middle school ball is where you go to get unknown again.
Yeah,
Because
that shit weak.
yeah, nobody knows.
Boy, if you go to middle school, you got 5 games.
That is
That shit weak.
crazy. See,
You
And
got 5 games,
we
and
don't have no
nobody
middle school
care
ball
who
out
you
here where I'm
play.
at, right? So they got
Now we ain't doing we ain't doing no middle school. My boys know that. Like, don't embarrass. We going straight ninth
I
grade,
can
and we
name I can
ready.
name three players off the back of my head right now. Uh Jeremiah Johnson that played for DEA. He went to middle school.
yeah,
Nobody heard from
school
him
ball,
after
and he
that.
ain't heard nobody since him.
It was a
He
dude
ain't heard
named
nothing else since him.
Black Jesus. Nobody heard that
Oh
dude.
my God.
My goodness.
Oh my God.
That dude, man,
Oh my God.
he
If that boy didn't have a national, if he didn't have a good games at national, boy,
that dude was, man, he was tough,
that
bro.
Jesus,
Played for Pure Land
that boy
Hurricane.
was a monster, boy.
Bro, talk about dog. Running back. Whew,
See what I'm saying?
bro, the truth, bro. Probably the best running back still that I've seen to this day, bro. Like, and you got a lot of great running backs. You know, one of my favorite running backs that I've seen was definitely Bowden Walker. I think he was one of the best ones
Yeah,
that I've seen. But
Bowden was the man.
yeah, he went to middle school. Nobody really knew him like that.
Yeah, that middle school, man, that shit is a man. It's cool because you want to get them acclimated for the school, but man, man, them coaches trying to get a check, man. I'm like, hell no, you ain't gonna all the work you done put in with these kids. Man, I'm not gonna send my kid no middle school just because you. Oh yeah, it's gonna get them right for high school.
Hey,
Show me
Street, this
then,
question
buddy.
for you. It says, Streets, can you
Yo,
clear the air? Is RDE merging our boys, teammates, the Scubo?
man, I don't even know school. I don't even know. Like I was just trying to say again, like I feel like it's a good idea because we ended the season with 13 players, and like right now, it's looking like we only got like 7 players.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that'll be a good merger. It ain't like you coming into it with, it ain't like you coming into a merger with 25 kids and then they got 30 kids. No, you like we don't even have nothing lining up with.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a good merger.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
the thing is though, see, some of them players that is dogs on the verge of being dogs, right? Not gonna get that burn like they used to. Sometimes coaches
And
have
you got to
favor.
realize
So let me
we
ask
put
y'all
the
this: Is
we got to
six
realize
players a
The Ryan
merge?
Cheetah put his name on the map at state. And everybody want Cheetah, so it's like now we don't lost Cheetah. You already know he gone.
Yeah. What you were saying, Coach Buck?
So it's 6 players emerge.
Nah, that's not a merge.
Thank
Yeah,
you. That's what I'm
that's what
saying.
D was
See,
saying. Like it's not a merge.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't
it
have
ain't no
a full
merge.
roster. When you got a full
He's
Yeah,
like,
roster,
6
okay,
players ain't no merge. I
yeah,
mean,
that's to me that's a
even
merge.
even with this, let's just take us this year. We was emerged. So you had BMF, and after the Beast End game, we lost a lot of kids. So we down to like 12 kids. And then Coach Buck, which was Atlanta Elite Vikings, we was Atlanta Elite BMF. We had 211 U's. So after that, he ended up playing Warzone and playing Voodoo, and then his parents they got mad because he losing to the underage group, and they ended up leaving. So now you got a coach over there. He got 11 U. He lost some kids, and then you got us over here. We lost kids, so it kind of sounded better. We're in the same organization anyway. Just go ahead and put it together, just for the board to have a season. It wasn't about us. It was about them.
Mm. Hey, Jay Park
But then
said,
when we did
go
put it together and we did make it work, and you know what I'm saying, and things start coming together, he didn't want to play no football.
yeah, hey,
He didn't want to play no football. You know me, man. You know me, Ken.
hey,
I'm
that
trying to play some
I
football.
like that Thrasher team.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Motherfucker, we got to go to New Mexico. Hmm.
I
Oh man, we
mean,
got that July
y'all
the first.
definitely y'all listen. Y'all definitely had a lot of energy over there, but it was like I wasn't.
Like no,
That was
we
y'all
ain't put
energy,
nobody
man.
on
Like
notice because we ain't put nobody on notice because he hid. Nobody knows nothing about no boys. They won the AYU championship and nobody knows.
Who you talking about?
The Vikings when we combined this year, we won 11 U
Oh
AYU,
yeah. Nah, yeah. I
and
see.
nobody.
hey,
Man.
You didn't want
y'all,
to do nothing else
who
after that. You
y'all
didn't
play
want to do
Hayfield?
anything. You didn't want to do nothing else.
Y'all
So
had
he
played.
wanted that to be the end of the season.
Hey, that was
Yeah.
then play state, then
Man,
play D2C,
listen.
then do nothing, bro.
Hey, but look, I'm gonna say this. Shit, probably if you got them want to play 40 games, street, yeah, that's what he like,
You
man.
know, I was we out July 1st. You know how it was, man. Look what we wore. We was at where we
I
went. We
can.
went.
That sound like Street need to
Hold
be
on,
in
hold
that
on.
inbox, don't it?
Look what we jumped out. We jumped out. Bessemer, we jumped out. Tilton, we jumped out. Southern Hospitality, we jumped out. Where we went? We went down there with Cal. Then we played Augusta. We jumped and got there. We had Panama. We out there. We 20 some games in. That's just 9 U. And you're 11 U and you don't want to do nothing.
Man, yeah, bruh. Hey, they probably messing with you, street. They probably needed that break, man. I know. Look, I know you want to play any and everybody because I know
Right?
y'all definitely had a really good game with So Icy. The score don't indicate
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the game was really going.
How good that game
Yeah,
was. That's what
it
I'm
don't
saying,
yeah,
bro.
it don't
It
indicate.
ain't gonna indicate it, bro. But them 13 kids got out there and played their ass off.
Yeah. And then I'm like, bro, the fact that they scored but they called it back, I said, damn, that's crazy, bro. But nah, they fought. They fought, bro. So whoever they going
Yeah, they
to,
fought, baby.
they got some studs on the way. Uh PA Trenchard says a merge is when you form a single entity, meaning the other no longer exists. Well, in that case, they merge, right? But like the way I looked at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you say that ATL Elite Thrashers is done street, or do you feel like y'all create that name again?
I mean, I wouldn't say they done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
I
it's not
mean,
a merger
the
then,
coaches, the
PA.
coaches going, the coaches gonna recruit. You know what I'm saying? If they decide to merge, then they'll merge. If not, they gonna recruit. That's one
I don't
thing that
know, man. So you don't think they done?
I don't think
You
they
think they're
done.
gonna try to like kind of turn it back up? I don't know that one. That
Yeah,
was a
they'll
tough
turn
one.
it back up. That's one thing about the look. That's one thing about them, but they gonna get out there. And you got to realize it, man. At one point, the head coach is Scooter, man. Scooter gonna recruit.
Hey, let me see. Butch, he says, boy, if South Florida had a middle school ball, 12U and 13U will be over. Nobody will be at the games. He says, ain't nobody
Yeah,
going to
if
middle
they had
school
middle school
game
ball, but they no, that's the thing.
on a Wednesday. You fact, they for sure not going. But I'll
Yeah,
say
no.
this, man. As far as middle school, I think the good thing is, I mean, that is another option, but the bad thing is that they're not going to get the recognition and the credit that they will for
Yeah,
playing, on a recreation organization, because you
yeah,
get the pick
not at
from a
all. I
litter
mean,
and recognize. Yeah,
unless you treat unless you treat middle school like these niggas doing high school, and you moving this kid over here to go to this school. Middle school ain't nothing. You just playing with some nigga that go to school with you.
yeah, bro. I seen the worst
If
game.
Yeah,
you ain't got no
it
good
gotta
kids,
be it
if you
really
don't got no
gotta
good
be a
kids at your
better
middle school, y'all ain't
portal,
gonna play.
man. It's like if that middle school not feeding them into that high school,
Yeah,
it
if it's
don't
not like
matter,
a
bro.
feeder
Like
I'm at
program,
that's
yeah,
that. Yeah, it gotta work
I'm
like
at
that. You
I'm
can
at
take
12
your
and
kid to a
13, and
middle school.
hey, that's how Carrollton is. Their feeder program.
Carrollton,
yeah,
Grayson,
Yeah,
Buford, Parkview. It's
see,
like, bro, I can Decatur. You can name
and
so
then
many
and you got to
schools
realize, even with
that
my
got a
boy,
middle
that's all.
school program. They're flushing them in there. But if you're not doing that, man, you better off letting your kids get the reps. Like go for the
what?
reps, man.
Okay, I
Don't get
so
caught up
getting
in
the
it.
reps, right? So you got teams emerging. There's going to be, when you got a team full of stacked players, like let's just say like with Rare Breeds, right? You got a lot of great players. Not everybody gets a chance to play, right? So if you're that good, do you stay on that team? If you're a parent, do you stay? Do you keep your child on that team?
I don't think you do.
Man,
I mean, you coming up on
that's a tough one,
Hey,
man.
that just say robbery. You coming up on 13, you. So I mean, come on, you giving out your last days of not playing. You know what I'm saying? Having them boys don't play 14 U.
yeah, but I'm saying, at what age do you just sit there? If you
I
know
mean,
that your
if
kid
he
is
just
a
if he just
dog, what age do
if
you just say, you know what? Like, okay, they plan on a
Get the
team
one that
with
money on.
a bunch of other dogs, but my little one ain't getting, to run, the reps like he usually would had he went to another team. So are
that
you
got to be an early decision. Though. You can't wait till he get like 12 and 13. It got
But
to be an early
sometimes they
decision.
switch up straight. Sometimes the coach switch up. They might, bro, you know how it go. That late acquisition that they get, and then they like, man, you know
Yeah,
what? Oh, you on this team? Now they put you on a burner, the back burner.
Yeah,
Then what? What you do after that?
man. Look, that it all that listen.
you get on
That
you get on
answer
their nerves
man
till
is
that
up
nigga
in the
play.
air. Hey, hell no, because you know when you get to middle school and high school, ain't no
Oh no,
talking to the
facts.
coaches no more.
Well, yeah,
So
then you
so
dead. Man. You got
basically,
to get on their
you
nerves now
you
till
you
he
go.
play.
Hey, I tell all the parents if that school is not the feeder program to the high school that your kid want to go to, you are still under the rep category. Like, don't get out of that. Do not listen.
See,
And I
that's the
got an
thing with
older
my boy.
son,
Like
man, and he
with my boy, like
rep
they not playing middle
category,
school.
bruh.
We don't have no middle school ball out here, so my boys are really at their feeder program. So you got Big Mike and all them, and they at Langston. So that's the high school where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I want them to keep playing up under that market, up under the feet, up under that, so because they recognizing them now.
Hey, this interesting.
But I just can't play with somebody. I can't play with somebody who don't want to play no football though.
Hey, hey, John,
Hey,
you
listen,
you got to DM me,
reps.
bro, because you too insightful. I be needing some of these. He says word on the street is Flanagan just picked up a whole team. I ain't gonna say who just yet.
We started word on the street,
Man, them
man. Look,
folks, I,
we had word on the
I,
street
I,
when they
I
said
them
they
folks to
told us
say anything, man, to turn it up, man. Them folks like here. But I got
we
a
had
whole
word on the
team
street
over
2 days
here.
ago when everybody
Cut
woke
it
up and
out.
saw the same message.
Oh, okay. So everybody know. Hey, it's news to me, man. He said, hey, what's your team again?
Low country.
Low country, bro.
Where's that?
Everybody.
Because if you talking about 12 you for next year, I want to be the first to introduce
All
you.
right, Jay Parks, you got a game. You got the Nightmare
Yeah,
Boys,
who are
12U.
yeah, off the rip since you came on here like this, there's no middle school in Fulton County. Chauncey, what
Ah,
up, nigga?
where you play it?
We
I don't
don't
know.
know. We
He's
trying
saying
to
hella
find
different
out.
names.
Cause
Fort Dorchester. Who is that?
what's the team, bro? Come on, man.
I'm gonna
With all
tell you right now,
this
you
area,
said the
bro. What's
Georgia.
your team name,
Who you
bro?
call?
He hiding
Hey,
already, bro. He over
Jay,
there.
are you trying to play 12U, right? Are you trying to play versus the Nightmare Boys?
Yeah, are you 12 you right now, or are you 11 you going into 12 you?
12U next year. He says 12U
And then, like I tell a
Natty
lot of
Boys
coaches,
team.
like if you gonna do it,
All
you got
right,
to start now. This is the time.
tell him tie his boots up, man. Tell him
This is
get them
the time.
bootstraps
And nigga,
tied
you
up.
want that smoke? Put that schedule together right now. And for
Hey,
Ken, for all
straight.
your West Coast folks out there, Ken, get them out. I want you to make sure when we go live next week,
Yeah.
we gotta get all the West Coast folks on here, right?
Okay.
So after Christmas,
Hey
guess what
Ken,
that
I
means
ain't
for
even
them?
gonna lie. It's some it's some teams I played in this 5-star national from the Midwest that was kind of tough, man. That I think they
Yeah, they
need some
do. They
recognition,
do.
bro.
They
Like
just got it, man. They coach got to do their job, bro. Like I say, man, I can't
facts,
reach out to a
facts.
thousand coaches, but 1,000 coaches.
Nah. That's why I ain't gonna get. I'm just gonna tell them like, hey, y'all need to start pushing y'all team a little bit, bro. Like
That's the thing.
y'all
So I
can
told
pop a
them that
couple cats
when
that's
Christmas
up there.
over with and we go live, this for the Midwest and the West Coast. Start fucking fundraising or whatever you got to do in January.
Uh huh.
I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't hear
Fact.
none of that shit saying I can't travel.
Yeah. I'm
Nine
done
times
with
out
it
of
too,
ten,
Street.
one through
I'm done with it.
9 times out of 10, each age group 1 through 5. I'm gonna say 1 through 5, but it's usually 1 through 3. It's a Georgia fucking team. You want the smoke, you gonna have to come here.
Hey, in the cold part,
I'm tired of
the
everybody talking
last
about they
few
ain't traveling.
years, I actually had a chance to make some games, man. They just would not come. I say, they said, man, tell them to come to. I say, bro, these is like the number one, number two teams, bro. You think that they gonna come to y'all? Like, bro, are you
Ooh, I see speed demons.
that
Ooh, I
that's
saw speed demons jumping out there. Ooh,
yeah, at least they went out
I'm
there
saying
though.
ain't nobody but
ooh.
nah.
No, I'm talking
Ain't
about for next
nobody
year.
when they in that top five, they like, boy, you better come pull up on me. Like
Man, look,
that
man,
they deserve
these
that
people
too.
know
Like,
if you're in the
bro,
top three, they're not coming to you. Get your fundraising together.
mm-mm. Come on down.
See,
Oh,
I see
he
speed demon
says,
versus
yeah,
so
now.
icy.
Yeah, so they was 11U this year. He said, yeah, now our 11U won nationals too. You would say state. I mean, not national. Said meet us at nationals. No need to merge when you great though.
We not finna wait on no
Uh,
national, bro. Meet us when you got all your equipment on. I don't want to hear that all that, bro. You talking about meet you at national? That's the end of the
Yeah, you
season.
talking about? Hey,
Meet me
you
once
need
you
to get
put
on
your
the
helmet
internet.
back on.
You need to hit up Warzone and get your ass in the Warzone, boy.
Yeah, what you talking about, bro? Like Nightmare gonna be wherever you need us to be. The first events coming out, we gonna pop you.
Warzone, boy.
Like
Get your ass in.
it's gonna be the scariest
oh
12 you
yeah,
ever.
APA trenches. I seen that. I seen that. Hey, he said line it up. But look, I'm gonna say something. Now, VA Bulls, right? They giving me, I think it's maybe AU giving me some flack and all that, bro. I'm like, first of all, bro, I ain't even really hear about y'all until this year. And they want me to, oh man, we beat Frankfurt. Bro, Frankfurt just won the AYF. They just won the AYF. And then dude, like, he like,
Or the
man,
dead end.
who is National Sports Chat ranking? Like, bro, you gotta understand, bro. a lot of the credibility that we have, we got credibility with Seal, somebody that y'all look to at the AYF and
Oh,
UIFL.
by still.
You see what I'm saying? And then from YNC we get love from them as well. So like, bro, you can try to discredit that, but dude, he making it like, man, y'all ain't got the VA Bulls in the rankings. Like, bruh, y'all won the UIFL. Okay, cool. That's cute. But I'm gonna put it in the order. I'm gonna go with YNC, AYF when it comes to somewhat of the popularity.
But
Now,
URFL is on the last on the list.
yeah, I've never, like, bro, I can't tell you who won at the UFYL. Matter of fact, well, I can put
URFL is last on the list.
yeah, them are well, this is the consensus. It's not me, right? Because I know people think I got a bias towards TNU. I don't. You know what I'm saying? People are saying that they alone, they kind of 1A, 1B. So next year, I hope that he understands it as well. That, bro, you gonna have to let them media people come in. He said you can't perfectly go to
Facts.
inferior nationals competitively, then look for praise. Nah, hey, shout out to PA Trenches. Cause that's what it feel like they doing. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh man, y'all nationals not this, y'all national not that. But look, bro, you can't think that you doing some amazing stuff and then turn around and say that y'all not YNC. You can't, bro. You can't do that. You can't act like y'all the best thing since sliced bread and then turn around and say a statement like that. Y'all won UIFL. And not to say nothing about it, because like I say, all these nationals are necessary.
Man, listen. Tell them ain't no need to even go line it up. Play the game, bro. I'm not we cause everybody got their own opinion, right? The best thing you could have came up with, Ken, was play the game, bro. It's over with now. Like if you ain't willing to play the game, bro, you don't belong on nobody's
Hey,
nationals.
coach, this might be an issue too, right? The coaches allowing the parents to intervene too much, right? The coach might want to play, but then when they talk to the parents, it's a different story. A lot of these parents don't want to play smoke neither. You got to leave them out of that.
Hey, then you
You
not
got to leave them out of
national.
that. No
Yeah.
parents involved. This next coming season, no parents involved. It ain't no, I'm going to the
You know you got
parents. You tell the parents in the beginning what it is.
This is what we
You
doing.
tell them,
you
and
know
if
you got to
they,
Uh-uh.
have you got to have
If you ain't with it, go to another team now.
you
Cause
got to
we
have a
going
national
that.
parent. You know that the
yeah,
parents got to be with whatever
This
team.
is the real national. You gotta put them parents on alert. Like, hey, listen, all this, I wanna go national, I wanna be national. It sound good. This is what national really is. And if a parent say, "Oh, I can't do it," you need to let that parent
yeah,
go
okay,
right then,
yeah.
or you need to get the fundraising to make sure
It's
that
not gonna
kid can
work for
go.
you. I would
Yeah,
love
and
to
it's
have
not
them,
gonna
but
work. We
this is
not
what
going
we're doing.
national.
See, that got to be
Yeah,
established. I hope all the coaches do that. Like, okay, look, we looking
Yeah,
to travel because sometimes, man, the parents be afraid of other teams, and the games don't get played. Cause, like, for instance,
and see, you got to realize you got a lot of they just like you got a lot of programs. So most of these parents know you come over here to elite land. Yeah, got to travel. Yeah, got to do this. They going now. So ain't no use to coming over here if you ain't trying to do all this.
right,
Now you got some teams that ain't gonna do nothing. I don't want to talk about them, but 9 times out of 10, all the age groups they traveling, man. No matter 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all them, they all traveling.
yeah, it's time for that.
he said, boy, we got rec teams that would dominate the UIFL. Play the
Then
Play
you
the
talking about
game.
game.
That's
Play the
it.
game, man.
you are but
I
y'all
don't
gonna
want to
sit
play
down
no
somewhere.
more. I don't want to do no more texting no more. Next season, If you say one thing about Nightmare, you got yourself a game.
Gotta play it, man. And then just make
I
sure
don't
you
want to hear
post it.
nothing. You say one
Hey, make sure you
thing,
post,
you just got
especially
yourself
if
a
the
game.
flyer out. I seen a lot of teams. The Flyers came out, they still didn't play, man. I said, what the hell? But nah, this year was an indicator of why.
What fanatic get? Goddamn Bessemer.
Oh, he'll be on tomorrow. He do Sunday to
I
Wednesday.
got them. Yo, goddamn Bessemer put all them flies out and they play the
Yeah,
game.
didn't play the game, bro. He says UIFL get tricky. They have 3 national champs for the same group. Don't even make
Yeah, them
sense.
niggas
Yeah, that
have
don't
a
make no
them niggas
sense.
have a gold. Them niggas got a goddamn gold, a silver, and a platinum. You out here, man.
Hey, so that go back to telling you, if you feel like you at that top tier, you know where you need to be at. It's only one top tier, and that's
But it said
YNC.
parents don't pick my games. You have no say so. Period. Yeah, it got to be established in the beginning, and it ain't no. Hey, oh, the
Facts.
other thing too, coach, man, that I'm trying to do that we need as coaches we need to start doing, right? If a kid leave a different organization because of the parents cussing them out and disrupting it, man, y'all need to start calling other coaches. Like, man, look, hey, I see that this person came from your team. What's going
But
on?
see, that's supposed to be on your player card. Like that shit's supposed to be written on your player card. Then the other team get their player card. They supposed to see shit like that. The niggas ain't even using the player card. No, the
Oh,
national sports card. Like that's what this shit for.
okay. So yeah, so definitely got to.
That's what they. We ain't using it. You know, everybody goes straight to Jordan. But when you supposed to a national ID card, every player supposed to have one. So you leave my team right now for a specific reason. Say you just got down, oh, you want to come to practice or whatever. Like you can write that shit on there. The next coach will see that shit. It's like a report card.
Right, right, right. So yeah, man. Yeah, definitely got to get that going.
That's
Got
still
to
a
get that
lot.
going because, bro, that's the only way I think parents gonna
And you
really
know, ain't
learn.
nobody been doing that. A lot of these coaches haven't been doing that, and they should have. They should have been picking up the phone. A lot of
Yeah.
these coaches don't even pick up the phone and call the next coach to see what they wearing. And then when you get to the game, both of them got black jerseys on. I be like, bro, call the coach
Facts.
the day before
Right,
and
right.
see what they wearing. It's
Right.
they home field.
Yeah.
Hmm. And if you playing home,
I
you
mean,
go
that shit is in the rules though. Like that's,
like,
I mean, it's
if we
definitely a
going
good line of
away, I
communication.
got to tell that coach all the time, bro. We playing away. Call that coach and see what he wearing. You ain't checking up on him. You just don't want to wear the same fucking color, my
Oh
boy.
yeah, I
Then
end
you
up
get over
not
there and let,
filming the kid for that. I end up not filming the teams, 2 teams,
bro.
because they both had on black. I said, bro, it's
Like,
too damn hard to keep track of what's going on.
like no damn sense.
Yeah.
Like, we be doing no shit, bro. You go coach, act like a coach. I can't be telling you I'm a defense coach. I can't be telling you shit you supposed to be doing as a head coach, bro.
Right, 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 right.
Call ahead, find out what's going on. When you at home,
Hey,
you call ahead.
Tucker did that. Tucker did that to us,
Same.
knowing damn well. Yes, Tucker. We Tucker came to our field knowing damn well we was gonna finna wear black and had on black. And the only good thing we did was put gray bottoms on. And I was like, bro, I just told you we was wearing black, bro. He was like, oh no, we don't. We get to choose. I'm like, okay,
Oh, you
still
playing away. You
partner,
don't get
but
to
they
choose
they
nothing.
definitely had on that black.
All right, man. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, bro. About to hit that 2 hour mark, man. But I appreciate y'all, bro, for coming on. Well, we'll be back on tomorrow. Um, yeah,
Yes,
For sure.
but yeah, man. So definitely tap in, bro. We got something coming up, but I think everybody gonna like, bro. I think everybody gonna really like it. Now I know I'm gonna get some flack. Me and Fanatic gonna get some flack, but I think everybody gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? And then you might have some other people trying to follow suit. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Um, also appreciate you,
For sure.
Coach Bug, for sharing your part of the story. And T Street usually always in here. So man, appreciate him as well. But
yeah,
hey,
we on every day, bye.
hey,
I get on
Hey, Street, make sure you
9:30. We
getting that
on tomorrow,
inbox,
baby.
Street.
he said get in the inbox
I,
street.
I got
But hey, man, y'all hit the
I got you.
subscribe button, hit the like button, follow the page. That's how we grow the channel. But I thank y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm out.